Hello friends, I'm Nancy with Simply Quilting. Thank you for tuning into my channel once again. I am still working on the May Scrappy quilt that I started earlier this week, and since then I have got 18 blocks made, except for the part that I'm going to make these into a square and a square. I'm calling this my May Scrappy quilt, but I'm calling it flower basket in a square. And of course these are an old traditional block that everybody can use and can make. The only difference is I am putting half square triangles around on each side so that my flower baskets will stand up straight rather than slanting. Okay, so I've got all of these made except for one. I saved one out to show you how I went about making that. So we'll put those over there and lay this one out so you can kind of see if you haven't done this before. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me get these out of the way. Just kind of lay these out. Oh, I need to lay them out this way. And I could have probably done a better job on cutting the little basket out, because some of mine are kind of sideways and some are upside down, but it is what it is. It's a scrappy quilt, so we'll just live with it. Some of the pieces say bloom where you are planted, so I guess that would be if you're planted in a vase that's upside down, you still have to bloom there, right? Okay, and the only thing is I went ahead and sewed my little half square triangle units together because it takes so long to do those. But all they are is you're just attaching these, and these, and then you sew them in rows. Like this is a row, you add this one on, that's a row, add that one on, and that's a row, and then you sew them in rows, and then your basket will go down here on this corner. I like to cut this one little center part off right there. I leave these ones on the ends because it makes it easier to line up the basket with it. So, oh, here we go. So here's kind of how it would go together. Will go together to form the basket. So I'll just stitch that one basket together real quickly. So we have our flowers made, and we'll take our main part of the basket and we'll sew it onto the bottom of that flower unit. Excuse my finger, I kind of cut my finger, so I've got a band-aid on there. Not with the rotary cutter, it was with the knife. I was chopping up vegetables or something, helping someone prepare some food. Okay, where's my little leader ender? Let me grab another one. If I can find one. I have all of these little leader ender pieces that I've been working on. I've got little 4 square units made out of them. I've been working on these for a while. Let me see if I've got some that are not put together yet. Sorry, I thought I was prepared. Looks like these may all be put together. There's some. Well, here's some little triangles I can use. That'll work. Of course, when I did all of these, I was just sewing, chain stitching all of these, so I didn't have to worry about leaders and enders too much, except for the beginning and end of the whole string. Remember, if you saw the first video, if you didn't, I'll link it and you can go back and watch it if you'd like. I cut all of these pieces from my little AccuQuilt set, cube set. I used the 8-inch cube set. I used the little small half square triangles, the large half square triangle, and the rectangle. And those are all of the pieces that I used in this. Okay, now we've got that on there, and I'm just finger pressing everything until I'm done, and then I'll press the whole block. All right, so now these go on either side, and I'm not worrying about squaring these up too much right now. I will square them up when I'm ready to stitch those all together. If they were to get really off, yes, I would go ahead and square those sides up. So far they haven't been too bad. Oh, there's that leader ender that I thought I lost. I wonder where that was. And here's my new one, which it seems I stitched onto the fabric. That can be good. Okay. It'll be okay. Okay. Got that one on. Now this one. Try to keep my hand out of the way so that you can see what I'm doing. This little brother machine that I have here came from Walmart. My Jazz machine is way too big and heavy to bring out to the camper, and there wouldn't be room for it on my little table. We got this one for like 88 bucks a few years ago at Walmart, and it has just worked like a charm. It's not real fast, but it sews so good. Okay, and the last thing we've got to do is sew this on for right now. To make this a complete unit before we put the sides on. Oh, I got that off a little bit. You might want to pin yours. Sometimes I do if it seems like it's going to be contrary. I like to match up those little edges and then just hold them, and that way you can pinch or stretch a little if you need to. Now then, I'll just finger press that back. And then we can add this one to the stack. Okay, I have my 18 blocks made. Now I have one that I've already trimmed, squared up to 8 inches, and I have some pieces ready to go on that. Let me put these out of the way, and I'll show you that. Okay, so this squared up to 8 inches. Okay, so I've got that ready. And this time I'm going to place it this direction. Now I brought 2 or 3 1-yard cuts, or between half and 1 yard. And so I had these cute little flower fabric, and I thought I would use that for my square and a square. So I cut these pieces to 6.5. I was thinking that it would be 5.5. That's what I said in my first video, because I was thinking that I cut it from the 10-inch block, but when I cut a 5.5 one, because I don't have the 10-inch block here with me, when I cut one that was 5.5, it was too small when I cut it in half diagonally. So I went ahead and I could have gotten by with a 6-inch, but I went ahead and made a 6.5, and I think that's going to work out better. Okay, and you could just do the background color with this, or another background or light color, but I thought it would be pretty cute for the floral theme to use some of this floral fabric, and I think I've got enough to do this with all of my 18 blocks. And now I know that I'm probably not going to make a quilt with 18 blocks, because I mean, what divides into 18? 9 and 2, so that wouldn't work, or 3 and 6. So I think what I'm going to do is make some alternate blocks. I'm not sure how I will design those yet, but so I would have one of these and then an alternate block, and then one of these again, and so on, and maybe make 20. Let's see, maybe make 30 blocks, 5 across by 6 long. I think that might work pretty cute. All right, let me sew these on real quick, and then we'll see how it turned out.